has been wise, because that supersedes Romford. That actually overrides Romford.
You've gone to the High Court?
Correct. That's why this is completely illegal, what they've done. Completely illegal.
Can I just have a...
Certainly, yes, certainly. Sorry, thank you.
Sorry. I'm guessing you went to the High Court and then waited, spoke to the judge, and then they issued the court writ, yeah?
Pretty much, yes, that's correct.
And off the... That's what they're... Oh, God, you've been doing all this legal paperwork for you. So is this against the bank?
Correct. Right. And that's in relation to what your ex-colleague done, Anthony Stansfeld, which is amazing what he did. He was phenomenal, brilliant. And I'll tell you, we accolade the police. Brilliant.
More good money says that.
So it's totally illegal what they've done. And I'm sure you are, forgive me, I'm sure you're aware of that. It has been duly noted. I know that a lot of, all up and down the land, the police have read this and got that. Oh, you've had briefings on this, I'll term it like that.
Yeah.
You've been briefed, okay, great, okay. Again,
I just... something that's so complex, such a complex...
It is, it's a minefield, yes.
With regards to motor fraud cases, unless you're extremely vulnerable, it goes mostly gets reported by action fraud now.
Correct.
And I mean, even me, if I was like a victim of fraud now, I wouldn't even bother reporting it to the police. I would just go online, go to action fraud.
Yes,
If it gets taken by the ombudsman there, then you tend to deal with it.
Right.
And then if there's anything legal that they encounter, then they inform us, and then people like...
Well, there's a long, lengthy inquiry, but yes, I'm aware. I can imagine.
I would definitely.
Yes.
This is way above my.
Right. Okay. No, that's fine.
But what I would say, if you've got a court writ that says that they've committed the offence and they've agreed that...
Well, they need arresting. They actually need arresting because they've committed offence. They've actually took possession of the house, sheeted it up, and had squatters in the house. They actually need arresting. That's the reality of it. And these were...
So the people living in there now...
well, they're occupying it.
Are they occupying it as squatters, or have
they've been appointed by the bailiffs?
The house under...
No. The house is not bought.
The last time I went there...
Come closer.
They say they are paying. They are appointed by the...
Like security guard to protect the property.
Yes. But again, it's all illegitimate.
Again, under squatters' resources.
Yes. It is. But yes. But again, because of your ex-colleague's work, what they've done is actually illegitimate and illegal. What they've done, because of your ex-chief crime commissioner, Thames Valley Police, Anthony Stafford, what they've done is actually illegal. Now, this is a landmark case and sets a precedent in the country to abort and to stop this from happening to many other people.
So what is it, sorry, so I'm just trying to establish, because obviously I've not dealt with any of this before, so what is it that you want from us?
Well, we
I know that you want it to be reported under a criminal investigation.
As well.
With regards to the crime element, what is it that you want us to...
Well, we would like for the keys to be handed back to Neelu, so Neelu can take the locks off and gain access to the property again under the premises of the properties being took illegally.
So I don't think the police would be able to do that with
right.
I think the court, because it's gone to court, the court would have to do that. So I think you have to apply for your own bailiff or whatever,
right.
legal bit. And because now you've got to give a warrant to basically say that they've agreed that this is an illegal document, you then need to again, I'm sure, apply.
You have to stand here, otherwise it will switch. Just hold it from the bottom.
Well, do you understand what I'm saying?
I completely adhere, but the point is that has been served.
See, I was falsely arrested on the 19th of October and last year and the 17th of March this year. The police were present, they aided and abetted in the forced entry without the writ of the High Court.
Right.
So the police.
Now, is this the writ? This is the
Correct.
No, that's the precedent. That's the precedent in the Criminal Appeals Court when the same bank was prosecuted and jailed for 50 years. Sorry, can I have this bundle back?
This one?
Yeah. The documents which I showed to the officers when they came on the 24th was that the banks, that we attended the hearing on the 5th of December last year, and the bank's possession claim was struck out by the court.
Struck out,
and that's the order. Then the judge said there shall be no order in the proceedings, and the judge said that the bank's possession claim, possession was not
void.
going to be given because they should not have taken it in the first place. So on the 19th of October. So 5th of December, then they've taken it again on the 17th of March in contempt of this order of the High Court. And the precedent of the Criminal Appeals Court has been breached. So the bank is already in contempt of its own 50-year jail sentences.
and again, we must stress nobody is above the law, and that's the four-corner rule.
To me, it's very confusing.
Yeah, that's worth reading. That grey one. That one's worth reading. That page there. That grey. No, the next one. That one.
So what happened at the eviction on the 17th of Feb? So the bank has requested a bailiff's appointment. So this is you, I'm guessing. Have they requested that you're evicted, and then that's why they've got security in there now?
No, because we have a buyer for the property. Children First. It's going to be a charity for children. Because my sister left the house for a memorial home for her baby, and the leaflet for the baby is in there about the baby murder at King George Hospital. She was gang raped in 2000.
So with regards to this, it says on here, the bank has requested a bailiff's appointment, and we've since been informed by the court that the eviction date has now been scheduled for the 17th of Feb at 2023.
No, you see, that's where they need to be arrested. Walker Morris need to be arrested. Is that a side guard? Because they are in contempt of the order of the 5th of December because their possession was refused. The possession was refused. And so this was an application in the King's Bench Division that I made for an urgent injunction that is still pending to this day. Subsequent to that, on the 17th of March, they forced entry without a writ of the High Court in contempt of the Criminal Appeals Court and in contempt of the High Court and the King's Bench Division. So there were 3 jurisdictions they contempted on the 17th of March when they took the house. Their possession claim has been dismissed by the bank.
I'm going to be honest, it's very, for me, I'm not a lawyer, so I get what you're saying in regards to...
But the thing is, regarding question, sorry to interrupt you, but the fact is it's not a civil matter because the baby's murder is a criminal investigation.
Put aside...
But the baby, no, the mother...
1 second, let me just explain my thought process, because otherwise I'm going to get confused, and obviously then it's... Like, this is aside, your matter at the minute is that you're saying that the house is yours, and the...
No, I'm not saying it's mine, no. It's my late sister's house.
But you're saying the security...
That is still undergoing probate. The probate is delayed because of the banking frauds by the Lloyds Banking Group. Exactly. Nobody could have taken it. That's why the judge threw the possession claim out. And my sister's will asks for the house to be a memorial home for the baby as a children's charity to investigate her gang rape in the NHS, which is a subject of the 18th Law Commission of India, Report 206.
Leave that bit aside. So I'm trying to establish...
Yeah, that's getting chronological order. Yeah,
this is like,
I get that.
So if it's all still in probate and you're still waiting for it all to be discussed, then ideally I would advise you to get a solicitor. And I know obviously you seem very knowledgeable, and obviously probably way more knowledgeable about this than me, because my basis is like criminal law and crime and kind of stuff like that, not around property. I would advise that you go and get property. I mean, you probably have done already.
Well, that's good advice, but the problem is the documentation that superseded Romford. How has it superseded Romford? Quite simply through and thank God for Anthony.
And all this stuff, but this weird stuff is way out of like jurisdiction, because I don't know what to advise you. I
understand that. Yeah, I understand
there
that.
is clearly something there, but I don't know what it is.
Yes.
There is clearly something has gone
wrong. Yes.
I don't want to give you any advice because I don't know the correct...
No, that's fine. I respect that. That's fine.
If it's gone, and I get the correct process of like Romford County Court, and then you've got the High Court written and all that. And obviously the High Court of Justice wouldn't sign something off unless something happened. But what the next steps is for them, I don't know what that would be, because it's kind of like what we would then say, well, then you would get bailiffs, because you would hand in hand in the court and say, right, there's your warrant. The bailiffs then go to that. The security guards, right, there's the warrant. You need to be...
Yes.
So maybe that's something that you need to do. But again, I don't want to advise you the wrong thing.
No, and you know what? You're wise. That's a wise answer rendered.
There's one problem with that position is that, can I show you another document in there?
Obviously, this is Neelu's case. She's very familiar.
Me just to read something for 10 minutes.
Sure.
Right. So what we showed to the police officers that came was that document. That if you see that they use that as a notice of eviction for the 17th of February and the 17th of March, if you look on the top right,
Romford County
writ to 4th century, it can't be a county court.
No, but what I'm saying is, I'm just like reading, it says notice of eviction, and it says to the estate of your late sister, and it says the court has issued a warrant or writ for the possession of the property at the request of the claimant, and obviously the claimant is...
The bank.
Court, right?
The bank.
Yeah.
The Lloyds Banking Group, which has been criminally prosecuted for the same frauds.
So
that's a fraudulent instrument. The notice of eviction is not a High Court writ. You see, the police aided and abetted in the theft of the house by assuming that a notice of eviction is a writ of the High Court, which it isn't. And that's where the police have violated their official oath and committed treason.
I mean, I'm not sure about that, because obviously I wasn't there.
Well,
probably something
it's a criminal matter, it's a criminal jurisdiction.
Go down, that you put into contact.
Now, all we want is, this officer was there, she spoke to the squatters, and she gave us their details. I've subsequently filed a complaint against them because we removed the metal shutters from the windows, and these security guards have taken those metal sheets and put them on the inside of the windows. Now, it's beyond security guards to do that.
Sorry, may I? Sorry, I'm coughing. Sorry, thank you.
So all we're saying, the officers have come down. So Matt Gould came 4178, I think he is EA. We told him to check that they had a writ of the High Court, because myself and Michael were arrested for obstructing High Court enforcement officers, but there was nobody from the High Court. They came from the Romford County Court. You cannot be arrested for obstructing County Court bailiffs because the County Court bailiffs are not authorised to force entry.
That's not true. That's not true. If you're a county court, regardless of a county court or a high court, if you're a really court, then obviously they still have the same power regardless whether they come from the high court or the county court.
They have to have a writ of the High Court to break entry.
But the issue lies is the fact that I think you need to get a solicitor.
No, we don't use.
The thing is, it's really because I don't know what you're asking me, what you want.
What we just want. This lady was there, and she knows the problem. What the problem is. That's it. And we just need them.
Your property, and I give it to you.
Yeah.
Call and arrange for your things to be removed from the property.
But the subsequently, Matt Gould came, and I've asked him to give the keys back because the police had no authority to aid and abet in the theft of the home.
This is where I think that we're going to continue to go in circles, because this is way above like our jurisdiction.
Okay, so what was that last proposal? You said that we're going to break in. Yeah?
Well, we're clearly pushing. Well, we understand your side of the fence, and you can clearly understand our side of the fence.
100% understand, and it's probably very frustrating for you, but
it's
quite complex. I think
yes, I understand.
If you want to make complaints against the officers that you felt that are acted wrongly, and you're fully in charge to do, obviously contact the ILFORD. That's 100%. Because obviously I wasn't there, so I don't know what happened. I've just literally been asked to come and speak to you. Again, for me, I don't really understand, unless it's my personal circumstances, civil law.
Right.
This is not something that we learn.
Right.
So with regards to the criminal side of it, again, I don't actually know the answer. I would suggest is speaking to a solicitor of some kind of property law. And I know obviously you're very knowledgeable, but sometimes it's that's what they kind of specialise. They can always say, right, this is what the police have done, this is what you've done, this is the situation, this is what we need to do, and this is how we're going to address it. And they will probably have like a plan of action in how to do that. And then if you're in the right, or we're in the right, or whoever's in the right, that can obviously be addressed, because I think not everybody here has that kind of knowledge on what you're seeking. And
I understand. But
I'd love to be able to give you the solution to the problem, and I just really can't do that.
Sarge, may I say, the reason why we came to the front desk today was simply this. We tried to see if we could get some remedy in the merit of the documentation put over and obviously disclosed. The whole purpose of it was this, is that rather than us break in to the property, take the doors off, remove the security shutters, our first course of action was to see if we could possibly yield a result today. Unfortunately, you've, in the best of your capacity, you've advised, and that's fine in and of itself. But I must say, and all credit to Anthony Stansfeld in relation to what he did do, because he put his head, he's been in the job for multiple years, he put his head above the parapet and decided to stand with integrity, nobility, and stood flat-footed as a soldier. All credit to him and others in the job that would support that and work with him. But unfortunately on this one, like you said, we don't want to run around and chase our tails. That's irrelevant, immaterial. So it appears now the only course of action we have is to simply gain access to the property, and the chips will fall where they lie, I guess. That's it.
Situation, and I would like to be in your,
it's an unfortunate predicament. No.
And I just simply don't know the answer for you, because this is something that, property, and I don't own my own home myself, so I can't, advise you. All I would probably say, maybe speak to a bailiff company, see what they advise.
Let the police go and find out if the security are still in there.
There's no. I would assume that. So that's not breaching or flouting the law in any way. Yeah. Is it possible to find out if it's still occupied via the security that were appointed by the bailiffs in the property? Is that possible to verify?
Yes. It came here up to the 31st of March.
Yeah, so they'll probably still be
right,
there.
Okay.
So maybe you could get a bailiff to go speak to them.
Maybe. No, to speak to the aides, yeah. I know. Well, we'll try.
All I ask is to stick
Right.
to it. So
Yeah, of course. Well, we'll try. There's no harm in that.
Access to a warrant.
We'll try.
You technically don't need the police to gain.
No,
That's what you've got the bailiff.
Yes, of course.
Maybe it's worth speaking to the bailiff company to see if they can come and assist you.
To be honest with you, the answer in all likeliness is going to be no.
Yeah.
Being honest, we have to be honest and realistic.
Yeah, I'm just trying to throw.
Yeah, of course. You've been helpful. Seriously, thank you.
Shall we move on to the next case? So we've got a similar case.
I mean, I've got to hand over to my.
Can I just take 2 minutes of your time? We have another similar case where his house was taken by the Lloyds Banking Group.
Okay.
And this is the order of the King's Bench Division saying that there cannot be a sale of his house. He has got squatters in his house that need to be removed on the strength of this order.
I mean, again, I'm going to probably advise you on the same thing. I'll probably seek advice. It's a civil.
Okay. Well,
we'll be going there today and we'll be telling them to leave. And then if there's a police incident, at least we've informed you. This is 7 Hoverton Way, IG6, 2NB. 2GP, sorry. And so there's going to be an incident there today, police incident. And this lady here...
Because it all happens in threes, doesn't it?
This lady here, she has a case as well. Her case is that her grandson was abused in care. There was a police incident and she would like the police crime number because the family court have now put an injunction against her from seeing her grandson who was abused in care. And so the family court has aided and abetted, just like the family court aided and abetted in the gang rape.
Something I can talk to you about, but I would rather do that in private if
that's fine.
Okay. That's a completely separate matter.
And mine is
But it's London Borough Redbridge and the same people that my niece was gang raped in their care in the family court protection order. So the paperwork is in the house. That's what the bank is.
I think you can access.
Yeah.
So shall I wait out?
No. Because this lady's got to do a handover shift, and that's
Yeah, then before you hand over, because I normally get this one with handover, and Joe Public still need. Yeah, this is just a quick
I've
one.
got to talk to you privately.
Yes. Well, you've got this kind lady. She'll speak to you. So that's great. Okay, brilliant.
All right.
That's me. That's it.
Seriously, hey, I must say, excuse me. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Seriously, thank you. You're an angel. You're a sweetheart. Thank you. Seriously, thank you. And thank you too. Thank you.
So wait for after her.
We'll wait outside. Thank you. Thanks a lot. Yeah, wait for me. Okay. So, should we sum up now? Do it on the live? Or
Yeah, you do the summary.
just do the sum up, yeah? So, we're sitting here.
In the amen corner.
So, we did well there. We did amazingly, phenomenally well.
Yeah.
And we've got 3 cases now within 2 miles of each other involving the London Borough Redbridge, involving the banks and the Sharms again. Stolen 4-bedroom, £1 million house. Now the squatters in there saying they bought it for 670 at a loss of 330.
No evidence.
And Sharm, we're going to go to Sharms now and do a live from there to serve the squatters with his King's Bench Division. You've never seen this seal before, Queen's Bench Division. This is what an original order looks like, and it's a stay of the sale of that house that the squatters are sitting in, saying they bought it for £330,000 less. So that's our next stop. So just so you know, we're on it. Case number 3.
We're trying to do our best to see justice, and justice will happen. So yeah, it's great, and thank you for taking the time out and listening to us, and we'll just carry on to do our best. Thank you.
Yeah, the police have said no, they're not going to take action.
No, wait.
So,
She can't.
Sham, not yet.
She can't.
This is private. She said she's having private.
She can't.
So, what were we saying? They can't take, police can't act because they say it's a civil matter, so we can do whatever we like to get access to the property, which we will, and we need help to get inside. They've put metal sheets on the inside and etc.
So if there's anybody that's interested in helping us, we need a grinder, we need some tools to take the door down and rechange the locks. If you could come and help us, we would appreciate it. Neelu, how will they contact you?
Best place is on my Facebook, VP Ved Chaudhary, and in the comments. I'll keep an eye out in the comments. I know people want to come from far away. If you live in Hainault, Essex, in ILFORD, then local, or if you're travelling through, please do contact me through the Facebook, and I do keep an eye on it, and we can arrange it from that. But we'll probably need a team of guys, and Shane, if he can come.
No, I'll be there.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll be there.
Brilliant. So yeah, we've got a local. Sham probably will be there, and we've got some other locals who will help us to give us just boots on the ground. So yeah, thank you very much for watching, and big progress. Thanks to Shane for coming.
No, thanks to Neelu.
Shane.
No, thanks to Neelu.
Shane is the, he knows how the police work, so that's really helpful, amazing help with that. With David and Anthony Stansfeld, we're blessed.
Also agree to take this guy.
Yes.
Yeah, next we will do another one in about an hour's time when we're at Shams.
No,
Okay.
here they're going to make a report.
Oh, are they?
Yeah, she
Okay.
said.
Yeah. Okay, great. Bye. Okay, bye.